could this have happened? What pressures is she under? At the end.
Peace FM.
Why you hate Papa Wabo? No,
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Professor Joseph Osafo Ewaha Anope, Prof, Head of Psychology Department, University of Ghana, Legon. Na yes, I'm in Fanka home. Say Prof ye Osofo or a Reverend Minister and so ka home. Ewo Rema Assembly Pentecost. Prof, any idea Pentecost home?
Aye.
Rema Worship Center. Prof Machi.
Major so, go
Boko there.
Boko na. Yana, and send you out here na.
Na ayen simbi Prof, me tis same way no na asema about me trim ne say anopena me kwaku yeboaka offer we're discussing it.
Okay.
Say edie na be ma obi aka semenyum. Amenyum. Na why me a GD take us on a wild goose chase like this? And my make I assume I'll come maybe a trim say I dream yare no a bibre. But Otisa takrade pregnancy kidnapping saga needs an eto say.
That's Kwame.
That's Prof.
Me chair T4.
Yeah, Joso.
Kwame, mini bia. Or you can say Waba Ghana Obaji na home kakra.
Yamana kwaba.
If no intensi.
Intensi.
It was out the intensi na like say. It intensi mo ache.
And the intensi mo ache mo akwaba.
Nyaminka ho.
Intensi see everybody on radio so.
David intensi. Aye. Kwame
Yes, Prof.
Takrari case no.
Yes.
A case be as I say yenya botre chichirim kakra. Na nchichimu no ebe hia say details be aba no so beboa na yetumi ede nchichimu eye potentially adwene se be a ma mene yenya adwene mu hawa ana atenkamu hawa nti ase ne beba clearly na nyina yetumi atiase idi kan me nyabere akenkan nsem no kakra ahwe videos no kakra mati nsem a police for akenkan letter what they told edwa no and the various views are eba efa mami case yo na idi kan no say wo hwe background na many confessions say banwa the alleged confessions say banwa say nikunu or yes na or manikunu ni age ntina question ba ko as a psychologist maybe say I say edie na AC ofie on nikunu entem to say for example are there demands say maame no enyem ana onyem a then na onya bana one first one ye den or your bema na oba you say or miscarry na je say or pon ba ko Mr. second one no na eno see no then you see ye then you see between ono ene nikunu ene nikunu ebusuafo now maybe that's our question see now because se me church me later me church di ntia ebin mutuminya saa adwemu how no ana tenkemu how se bia onyem so anyem a na otu anamu bia na ama nti ase no ayedwuma nti as I say ye delve a bit deeper into the background say dien na esi between maame no ene nikuno the tabi say ye te the esi between the man maame and nikuno ebe my appreciate the length wakwa we to me kwa rubini maame kora into it.
Yes.
Ne maame ankasa from the story ne say no credit and also come home ono no ekeka on tribo mu na okope silicone mold ibi de esisi no ho kama wonim say every be a 2-3 months be adna nyinsa ni nyini a na adna so nyini. This is intentionally, carefully calculated. Nti omo share say if we ha ebe say na ebia meira na mede me ho akopi baby na if you understand be a bargain na eba na yeti bargain na say na you say this is the extent to which she's ready to go. Sana mo tuni nyina no, is it a means or fasona or the 7 hour and also eba ho.
Yeah.
Efe uko wenim kakran na o share the extent to which wanga ne context a story yesi story esi otakrade.
Yeah.
Against certain backdrops. Obeka is takrade ya na sa embeyi school for
mami ansano.
Won ho kan adwemu a eno ho nsem bebre. Enti already no takrade ankasa no. There is a certain communal injury to their conscience on certain things. Bibi esi wo ho a epra won ahonim. Enti ama the confidence in security issues in takrade ankasa questionable. And also very, very important, I also say my any alcohol. We are no free home. Then it was 1 and so the public sympathy what takrade.
Yeah.
For my ameno. In fact, now me share come we had the invocation of curses. Ebinum bodua bo kusua didn't say good film. Or share virtually people are swearing the woman's innocence.
Yeah.
Mami die obi cross on na TV. Ama or the report obi cross watch ni dem. Mama ni dem. To the extent say my impression be say mama no kora no ebi a hu no kora sampa na furusu ni onyam. We are no free honoma. The sheer number of witnesses obi sankro we are also minimum no. Obi cross say mama die. Oh, me he na beto ade. Oto ade o me ire nchen. Oyobi a yibu ni pa ne ho dwo. Into the public witnesses of Hodwa Abba Efa Mameno Honsono, Bibia, and also Empantu Abjum. Now,
Prof, how about ignorance and sensationalism?
Okay. Maybe later I'll pick it up. But if it's a story, no substance be more, as I say, you miss it. Now, sensationalism, the member. Enti kwame makana mabeya nine. Emma story say pese te de ekwi pa yi ase pa na ehunu say mami di oyi so brebi na hana dwene. Onya adwene yare ye. Say to me Emma the first bagana mekan no and you not just say sorry no e be to me actually say kakra.
Yeah.
Enti kwame maybe assume say mami no ebi on the kunu entam berbi nkoyi Ghana haya ehimu kire say oba enya problem with infertility anase bia wawo emana say anase bia obema na busuafo ede ohye kete to no so say ye pese o ma ye ba ebi kura ho ma betumi akọ abofra ba na bia oyo ba no maka che was na epe eba wa na oba re wo be ma se oba no ne kunu e wo problem a de esi no didi kan no enye me ho kwame your condition be na se say no de men ka se bia is a condition no ntina me try say e betumi ehu background no if no pseudocyesis pseudocyesis no eta a feeling bia oba why you so anxious and apprehensive say a person fefuru no onya na think up dane na pseudocyesis na dane I bit say defense mechanism nipadua no ne adwene nankasa ne bambu bia or de bondi pano hihye no se ne be ya na adwene break it down say oba no very aggressive and anxious and apprehensive so ba na ni pedi nankasa hyena dwene no in that way na amano certain physical sensations say bia enufu anu ayemremre ne belly na a bit distended na ebi ho mo so tintesio obenya all the signs so anyem nso na anyem. It's the body's crude way of managing itself. But my case, there's a big bat view. Big bat I say. What we who say there is a certain intention to solve a problem. Now intention a trimpo when you are solve problem. You know, every is alleged confession say obesa or sonny kunani. And the then is ufi. Say bribi si ofie na ha ma me ne dia me ma femo ne dia when your case a betumi e dia call they say BS you yen chinontum yen punish on ya dia
said there's the law aspect of it as well.
Remember ho enti yen fa na say mpempre a ye say dia yen fa na say bia ma me no e problem na problem one say obeso call every length na ebia ogina wari edigina enti say no na ebia ha ma me ne dia. And you not just say, as I say, you take a second look at it. And it may feel unsure.
Okay.
May have a canning in Abu. I think you call the other part of it, which is what you asked initially say. When we play sensationalism, and if there is this aspect of the law. Kamedika, I'm a contest say, Takradi and Kasankasano. Or here near my SU Takradia. Security, the confidence in security, I owe. Na eyadie o say hwe yi pa say bribiasi watakrade the management of it there I don't want to comment on it at the time but the current issue no said the AC cover no na enam social media na menim how the police are engaging the public on this but who's the public no e was certain mindset say one security kind of say police officers are daily or takrad no they don't appear to trust them. So we say I don't trust the police and I will never trust them on your money na sa samuna bebre come takrad na ha dwen pa na che say o antwini mu no de esino o ma huni mu no o ma pra na sa pra na mu pra e no de be kan wi no etwa mfonyini kire mo say you cannot believe and trust the police in this matter as well. Now, I have been crying for the public, and they say, "What you know, mammy, she didn't say, and you know, correct, maybe Bodia, maybe because you're femme, a bit more as mammy minimum no, a bit so need any me whom so on yam, or so much or Tadia mention, or you'll be a Brennan who say on you. Just say, virtually, no, there is a public confirmation say mamma you're genuine. Now come here, sir. Huge public validation say mamma you be a police phone in the year. Mamma nankasa alleged confessions never the public is broken. There is a certain level of moral injury. Be a ekoso. O mahunimu epra. Now, and no hear me pa or the second part maybe about sensationalism. Say the see idea na we die hu Ghana ye hu na me de be choke no security matter be na ha de bi o
okay
enti say if the public gets morally injured say afedie de obodu ya no come by then say am pass ma me no confession aba say me ana me ye na obi abodua obi de kosia bofem obi say I won't believe the police obi say we are. What happens to their conscience? Obi say mama no or you be or you be obi to me can want some money minimum no. Obi what's a minimum no mama ba kon say minimum no. Emma or the picture crash Send the picture ni minimum no onyem.
Yeah.
Enti mama police phone yes na we die mo ye die enye kra. Enti sa ahonimu no a epra no there was serious implications. The idea kind, and maybe my main handle sensationalism has some about implications. Sensationalism now, I mean, urban.
Maybe it's sensationalism coupled with ignorance. nipa ni bebree wɔ hɔ a sɛbe oni nimdeɛ bia wɔ nneɛma bebree ho nso asɛm aba ke ne keka bi na yɛn dawubɔfoɔ ne sɛntwerɛfoɔ bi kora ka ho na yɛkagya gum a ebia yɛmmisɛ mu yɛntietie mu ɛna baako bi a ɔkae about yɛnyi polisifoɔ ni yɛnyi mpanyifoɔ ni no regional minister for Western Region amanfo twa bɔɔl no keka nsɛm faa no ho ɛnɛ maame confession ɛkyɛ sɛ he's been vindicated and I'm a boy ɛkyɛ sɛ nea ɔkaa no kora no adɛnti ne yɛyɛ saa the ignorance and the sensationalism asa asɛm ba yɛ prepare yɛ ho ɛka me hu ne yɛyɛ
Kwame, one of the problems on this issue, just the social media craze, and a whole issue. Say obi atonsuma all drown. Na obi simu abuano ucha video na we breaking news no. Answer na we sinsuru mu. Ani ba obi twa bi no we.
Yeah.
And the social media craze in the and the but the ignorance part no and very very important. And again, may pitch against the backdrop takra the assembly can.
Yeah.
And this is a place assembly about on assembly yent me and sini puma and I want to say ne puma sibre nya is puma sibre ama ebinom besim na ne gintum say sa mba no de what you say na a police for anyone in the and a winning by teacher say winning by no I say a champ when you say o masan Eddie omonima no abebu
yeah
na am passe yen area ha Ghana ha ne Africa ha no it's not won't tell who sa size you may not see it much and yeah there I want say obi a ope eba I won't be in my clinical practice for the past almost 20 years now. Say Nipan is so desperate. Say Obenya a few signs be and then yeah, would it chat to cry and say Oboka scan or quiet ultrasound na and Nipa. Now if you want managing no how many psychotherapy can cry na or who say means anyhow. But and yeah dear doors on her. But mammy the input here. Say all feelings na say be our feelings on your man. Where two and more aye certain external attachment. Why every beer a most often are not unya so be was or hana or be two and more sa. Obe who is physical maybe of a figure can the year for nepu. But where you on Rankasa see a funuma cry only be a can and no gusua or the be can not a gusu unini to a triumph for in the minds of the public. Say oba nyama die so say yefunu honoma international forever ebenyini na mpanso enyini te obi bisa na ho say how possible say oba bet me anyam na yefunu nyini a bedusi na aka say ni hobio enti I say wadada the public na ehano na say security issues very 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 well.
Before security issues very very well, is it the pressure from society, from Ebusia and Ebema Ubiakwe BBC?
Kwame Akaho. Also, me can say, me announce Bema Bear 4. Obano, and then the issue feed me my family. I think the woman needs a lot of attention now. Oh, story in I think, say, and say, Edimbrika tentem to prosecute. Minimum say, that makes member security, minimum say, security and legal dimensions. But I mean, baby, I call a man she share or my impuntumo. As I said, Nimebia is no. Ye makwani edisuya adientam. Ni who say, Sadi, ebia next time, ebisia, when we also look, we need to listen to the woman. Because for all you know, a man be brave and so ever bribim. Then a AC man, Nanukuntam. And then a Nukunabusia for a yeno. And then a man feel it about so baba, on a second one, Ibia, upon a now operated and Ibia ember. asɛm ne aka kyerɛ na bia ne ba ɔwɔ no first no there are a lot of issues I say yeah psychologists engage ma me no ne yɛte aseɛ paa sɛ me school for a lot of studies on the psychological dimensions of infertility in Ghana.
Psychological dimensions of infertility.
And easy cry for man. Wabrepa.
Yeah.
In churches, in homes, omukununsem, omunamfunsem, wabrepa. Enti mami de enatono. Enti ayeme se asamane yedi tumiri kan tentemodo. See nyambotre ne yete ade na se. Enti nana these days bia ba na take it to social media fight and battles. We kura na ebi kura de ayentoka din we trouble we na we trouble we but I was here tired na say mami a na so eden na AC den na ye no o say ni kunu nti no ye nti den na esi wo mate say ni kunu so ya peke no
yeah
ana mate say ni mami so ya peke no ni kunu peke no ya peke no yam peke no in the light say ye pese ye tie bribi from ni kunu no. I think that's how you should start. Meaning say there are legal dimensions. Na ye pese ye pia samono. Na nipa no se bia otua na mobia na embo man na ya punish no. Na kwa me ye ho no. Ana me hunu say ye nuanom MPP ni NDC for as I descend again.
Sir.
Oh, ebi no kwa say o man panyi etwa mu ne bedi chi bi na etechi.
Oh.
We cannot polarize everything in this country on political or partisan lines. And see, Jai Sadiano. The air cost, I'm very much interested in this case. If you say, you more about a mabre, ne awomu is sunny, ne the extent to which or baby vessel or co. Come in the car, or has say, in one of our studies, or baby a cost for being chair. So, Bekaya. So for na catch and say, Ojare no pa, ombra mesone ne hunsuo. So for no hunsuo. No. Enti oko anopa bia na akosone voltic 1.5 liters. No. One don't be mfimienu. Awomba. Now look at the extent to which some women are going. If you say opeba. And to almost say, Neddy and say, no way, there will be auntie because at that level, no, I'm fat, I'm shabby, I'm Roman to be auntie. But that is the extent to which some women are going. And the mammy, the idiot, Wakoto, silicon mold, and all the dress here, so on. Now, and the intina or per se, at the end of the day, no, obi kidnap no. Now, okidnaponi we are. Now aba say my ba nyinse na say nyinse ne say a opese say no or say no dia ka sembi na why no opese o dia asem no e ka kire no opese o ka asem kire the security for no na say opese o ka asem e kire nikunu na busuafo say yenya abotra ayeme say ye benya details ni ye say opese nyinse ne say no, they can't some chen the busuya for a new busuya for dia. Not just say intention now, a dear chain say. Obano, our challenge, our nawarim. Now, I call a very high extent, very, very far to make sure say, Sa Samuno Obeka. Nanekamuno, Eddie, or how Eddie Aberina. And they say Nyamutra, I am thinking, Zakwame, we can uncover more details. Now for us,
but see, I didn't call assembly be a prosecution. I
make us say, a young assembly honor, ye pray who to me cantum. Oh, ye to me cantum. I am a say, and then be honor, as I get my boss kakra. Mammy Casey, Anka, a see. Yes, or the infant say be a brand nibidi, but the did kind. Kwame, infant mental health workers. Now, if you are seeing engaging mammy, no, experts. You bet me actually would atra. We can tell. Now, share say then they see. I didn't know yes, sir. Yes, say no. Say no. All the accounts match them. Free take credit exam. She distance or require. What is she trying to achieve? Nina who here, Makase. Punitive measures in psychological science, no Kwame.
Yes.
And the beyond punitive measures, many person is subai.
Okay.
And I was saying yes, Auntie Aseno. It may be as I say, o many pa o tini panase. No who didn't you yes, no. Na no so be ye if you so dear Eddie Amai. Na Eddie a church of Fufro. Say, when we bet me PM, I say, yet the beyond the Bibia, but on say, our culture, if I can say, a very much prescriptive. Hey, na ye pentam achiaso. It's very common with this part of the world. Ye pentam achubiaso. So what?
So I have one.
Graph we are now on ka. They say obi out to be mona and some kana. I say, and as mercy, or your bani yes, I know. Na ban senso ni mu say onko nonko dem na ofirimu fi a na wanye say but ebusiafo enkrofo ofirimu fi nso wota esa na che say ayen da bia na asotwe nko na many person men kan say asotwe many person yes na America the American say ayen da bia na ma na asotwe many person enti we say nya botre kakra na ma expert assess ma me no etie story no I go deep into the story the background ne fie na womu then na si the first insane then e buy or worry no nsema ne free there are a lot of issues I was say here na say who some criminal intention a woman there and of course embra ho so I was say embra need but I say yema the legal part no cover so many things why me hunu bribia eso akova say ye wise so na ye hunu say sansam no e koso dia and not just say come if this man can go to this extent then other women can go to maybe some other extent ye nim na I think say we no be boa e should be an eye opener say bribi e koso e won aware emu e won manyin san mu ye ma ye ni enkoso na beyond the legal part I'm sure or the nyina no I will say aboa na etu na money ehunu say maami anamo otu a otu ye no then adisuare na omu enti me ma dwene mo die I me say memma ye mpepere ye hu bebre emma ye nhwe the criminal part no na memma ye nuanom MPP and this so end this into it na we na share chi na we na touch
mentio
oh ma ken kan we I say we na touch you no share kutupa I say just ade no na kwame na me ka part bia me ka say the security aspect of the SE you can say bia and I'm switching to another assumption say bia ma me no enye no kore say ni kunu problem on ni problem omu ni aware problem omu ni can say awum problem na mu ma me na obi etua ne ka ana obi etan de chi na oma ma me no ayebribi na si wotade ho na ama security ai wotade no ye nya omugidi na ama bribia ai basa na obi anya aban ho asem money aka na che say se eno so ya mpa na che say ye security ye de go atopre pa em say ohwe na nsan yi a obehunu say kwame mehu broad daylight attacks say obi akoyi sika na oteka mu na ebinim ete moto so
meba ho but quick one ye nyantie say fitimra maame no ye saka no waxim no and I say takra the baby free buy no police for a man psychological attention omoma psychologists need din common kitahudie ni ade and apparently now suggesting no the police has been working on that as well.
Okay, and Akosi saying.
Yes.
Akosi saying. It was a bit our discussion a lot. Say be a psychologist in the Kasawi, no. Or who say, Mamma, no. Now what he says, I'm sure the psychologist might have seen something. I'm very, very sure.
Okay, let's also make Kancho said the law taking its course on this woman's issue is also a punitive measure. We cannot allow people to mess up with our systems like that and come claiming mental issues. Everything this woman did was calculated. A punitive measure will stop others from dreaming sane. Can you imagine if this happened in some other areas in Ghana? The chaos, only for it to be a calculated lie. That's another angle.
Kwame.
Yes, sir.
The serial killer has calculated intention, but are mentally unstable.
Yeah.
And see, the fact that he calculated and doesn't stop it from being a mental health issue. Not at all. And a tearful to me, no man you see bonnet. The American say, Emra, oh, to me say, Obi, a year be a ya, Emra Chanason.
Yeah.
And I'm a number 2 say, a year the beyond ye de asoche as Sanipa.
Okay.
Hey, Macassa Asamon say, a year the beyond a this part of the world, no. A year near ta share asoche kwa say a no pet and a Sanipa. But what are we seeing for our prisons, Kwame? I mean, we hear data from some of our prisoners on free banner. A be free hoba and the other hadn't. And he, I mean, the recidivism say, oh, no, no. Both of it now, atro, I say. And the end of beyond a day and no, and the 2 number. It will be a abotre ne pensemu ne entiasie eba. But me who say the person might have taken a calculated step. No doubt about that. Nipa no a trimpo intention no say obey your way. But then the techi and also boy.
Prof, then a tertiary. It's here for Fanchemi, but I'm going to go on a wild speculation.
You.
Very wild. And confirm my area more hospitals. Babies are Obia kwa also or Kawoneba while where yes in a banner Nebana Yera. Ye real Biba.
Come with you, wild.
Now, this wild speculation, I mean, Prof. Obi adada nikunu ne omo onyo motimpotem swanyum. So she silicon a. We kremwa we play game na 8 months. Na one day or say me come ma me ho akwo. Ana me come me wo fa ho akwo, me come ese wa ho akwo. Na bi oni obi ahihye ho. Yakori obi ba ma no. So obi ehun so onyem. Se na ne neighbors ka so onyem. Oko. Be busumi mienu miensa echi waba. Okutaba. At that point, or achieving the aim. Obi anim se no obi ehun so onyem. Inti me wild speculation in here. Could it be part of this baby stealing syndicate? I'm just thinking aloud, Prof.
And Kwame, I agree. Say wild speculation or some serious substance. But again, the fundamental question is, Adentina or Bano be to Sanambon?
Yeah.
What is happening? Why would a woman say me pese me nyem na me di mami kuno? Something is happening. Bribi AC. Why would a woman say manyem na me pese me ni mi kuno beda? Of course, generally say yeah tatino. Say yes obstetricians ne gynecologists are catch up and say onyin say wabra ho. Ne bia na wonsa anka kwara nti wanyem idie e be chichere awode ano. Mema woni kunu hia ku say obewo. There are cases like that. But why would a woman wasore keka say maame no yenka hu say oba o ba ko him say ba ko second one Mr. Upon you also in fact just enka we pregnancy ya also when you say ampa dia na say ampa no and na ka third one enti adintina a fadie o take calculated steps said ye obi kan very intentional planned there be me no na if it's a doctor catch me say me no that if no be say and then you see in the second pregnancy I am extremely interested in that story no extremely interested then you see asemina papa ne kai come say maame no if the woman says asemi say him pa na bia legally you hu say bia nkrofu bia entanechi na mumu no o bese o ye bribi na nikunu ebia ɔno ne ntɛm esi yie anana aware esi yie na kyerɛ sɛ women pregnancy ankasa Emma are going through painful experience. Mama no data bia ya enwe dweme mbo town ni but this because of some of the potential stigma last 2 years na may studies be 8 countries is a multi-site study in the emba omonyem 7 months pregnant ye hwefri hwa kosi se obewo ne ba no enti owo ne ba na yedi akra na chia for 2 years and come here I was shocked to the core by data in 8 countries Ghana ka ho South Africa ka ho Philippines ka ho Sri Lanka ka ho any other country when you say ya wiemu no e show say Ghana ha e mana na the interne is study ne say e wiemu kire say obanyem bosome ason ekono say obane fa abuse basa be a mistreatment intimate partner violence say be man e boro so repino so any ofemu etumika akora na dwene 7 months mu no na akora no na dwene no ntinu no efi ase enyini na nyini a enyini na sa period mu no any abuse be a oban fam bia no akora be peke na ehunsunsanso no ebeba ni nyini mu entibonsa akora ni nyini no ontbi nsua de na wild emotions na tenkan ye na de nyini eno na ema ekoye sa study na wonim se ema yefa ema wanyem be 150
okay
na ye dey start ye be di ma be 1500 echi ti yefa 10% kwame ye has ama no e Ghana ha no over 60% of them omunyinsem no omukunum eripio.
How?
Okay. And it was interesting. It was in Ghana, it was in South Africa. Bana ye pani ye doso. Enti obano afefru. Ofefra kama sebe yen kasa wo yare. Na mumu no nipadua no dane no. Eribe bi abun se bi na obana e boson kakra na ninje ni ade. Na be ma no pese bi a one no okwa ahemfie ho. Yemfo hye enyesa if you say abofrashe ni yem in the process no o ye ni kitikiti no e ka the stress hormones me ka kora no enti the women in Ghana bemoan this said their husbands force them and sleep with them and some get cuts enti come enema anko things how anko things enti me no based on me study ya me story now I am extremely interested say dear na eye maame no ofie enti a obeko sa extent yi say me ma me kun na adentia me ka chen say doctor say me abofra yi yinse ne be say ba ko na say no den si ye eno wa na ma ni si ya na ebia ahemfie mu kona ema second pregnancy say yana. These are very interesting questions to think about based on my experience and my data and research. And the media they make and say the legal partner na mo me and fire coins Hong Kong say if you say engage psychologists any mental health experts say o mo no any ngitahu yema yan ndi achi na yan ndi achi ne we should also be interested to find out say what was happening to this woman. If you say ebinu betumi akọ extend more than she has gone.
Yeah.
Na be boy yen amaye sibibi anokwan. Te na me and looking at the punitive dimension. Ebe boy yen ma abo maybe a bia when na we are intelligently speculating. A bia na bibi ekoswa yenim. Na we na twamfunya kye first. Eti momi nya botre busuafo na ye bibia na yede kontimba na ade ya condemn no ye na botre. I still feel now come there are issues, psychocentric issues in this matter. As I say, a man daddy.
Professor Joseph Osafo, Head of Psychology Department, University of Ghana, Legon. There are more questions than answers. The more I ask, the less I know. Peace 104.3. In the meantime, happy birthday to you, Echo Vincent Asefua, MP Otafo. It's from your friends and family to you, Vincent Echo Asefua, MP Otafo. Enjoy your birthday. And also to you, Mr. Johnny Bluku Alote, aka Johnny Cougar, aka JC. Happy birthday to you. God richly bless you. Congratulations, Clement Opoku Jemfi, aka CID, on your confirmation as DC Amansia South. It's from Team Kokrokoo to you. Yabwa Bing Asamoah, Director of Communications, New Patriotic Party, former MP Adenta Ewaha Anope, Yababa Abitina Adventure. Now, this one, Master Planner Junior Kintampo says, the woman behind this fake pregnancy is a big suspect. It's about time we investigate even if the first child is really hers. Okay. It is very clear, like broad daylight, the Takoradi pregnant woman took a well-calculated plan to mislead the public. This should not be attributed to societal pressure. She did it in order to satisfy her selfish interests. Nana Ekwamwa Boateng, Ablekuma Central. We don't have to lose our like. As men, we don't have to lose our lives like what biblical Delilah did to Samson. It is prudent for every married man to have a bath with his pregnant wife to confirm the pregnancy. Kabiesi in 2nd D. Well, somebody says, let's find out. The first child, you know, and also and Diana. Well. All these and more. From Takoradi girls to Takoradi fake pregnancy, security agencies must delve deep into these happenings. Bema Samson UCC. Anyway, two. Well, I just say, Akwaba. Debbie, Miss Minkas. Debbie, Minkas. Minkas. Say, see my coom na meho. Minkashi. Wow, Timu Boafo, Intimidao.
Prof. Has your Casa not just a meeting in it means me in Casa traffic. And to me, Kakura.
Oh, there to us.
I mean, Chia Obiano Pay, who Ancasati true, as you share Hatchaka.
Papa, Miraka.
Nancy, and only Hanum, so don't be Drew Temper.
I just say, I am the problem.
Procedure now, but me and me found to check. If he said, a coffore near me, Emma, I am Shishia Abana. A sign I could be beat say, Prosiform some year cry. And your mundi. Now, I'm a prosy one shino pa. Say, oh, ye, you must soon, or ye, you pa, am I ye na yen your mundi. Na ubia peswaji, trufunum, Eddie. Since I'm so and they say, Eddie, one boy and bino, or mossy. Eddie do to me, I see, Eddie do money more yam, I see. Until and at the say, a chance and for besi. Omoko one, if I can say, as I'm back when I see any yanimo into ways yanny mundi were home. Now, on my ya, Sabi Bambo, any more, and your Maya yanny bambo for no, any tea and only tea, or set Emrano Conotorti. So was shed as one shed as Emrabebem. If some radia, one shed and no cry and every war. If you post it for no honor, a car gun and Casa Casanimu Yamua, a man on it. If you send a social media into Bia Jatum say, hey, dear Kosugana near a teaching crofus here, Seven. As I for near a posy for some bomb by the crown, Omuntimia Honshi, if you call Masha, Omukamubi, and the Kosu. It is a handsome ninty. I was said, idiot, na Emra, Jeffa, woman, coffee. Emrano so Omokika, Timpohe, and not posy for their Atumano payers and so much him. Tommy him no need a hot diamond fancho. Obi him no Timukawa, Obi ohunu eno so kwan amra de fa so na mom no se de tie bia na we de me gitum se o se amra eye na dwuma se be ya se ni mo nyam no na nka ya tie ayira no be speja asio wo se ni yetete posi ese amanyofo e de oba bia na o ye pinfo akoye juju ayo kwami oman ya yetimu yi nie na nunti saa na prosifo ni mu bi na enne ekoso nti ye de no to nchen kwami yemra de o sha asia na obusa na adan na asem se besi obitim se onye ebi kura na oboda no na nida hopa kwami pressure chese oba ewo ye bibrim ha Ghana o bonu fo ani ahia ase ka o ni ebe ye ne ho ade na nsia na nsia ebe tunsa na nsia fi he ebe ye yi da be na me nana no ba ho ba fi awo busa just pressure ye mama no nto kwan so bia so nti bia no afede na be ye nhye so
na senyo ba bia na bitimi awo sabe
ye nyin tunsa kwame e man krofofo m kunu machi na say wo kọ hospital ade na mo kọ na hospital ne friend say
DNA
enye kura ititu akwantuo bamu na me pese me de me mako enye kura so ni be ma na kotena mfie bienu wedding kese na nkrofo ha se ebusa na wakotwa no ho na wo se akoda bamu afebuka ko DNA no the dikan ni we dia the toss me ni we dia munwai yen hyeso bia ewo yen hyehyemu efa ema ni omunim de ene omunim onyam se ye de chinchina ye gina se oba ni monyam ni se owokunu ene ba ana se owoba ekunu no podi eduru be de bechaw na eba no de ye mfa nche nti se wanya badia na che se onye oba wo dim de kwa ni mu se de wa bin se de wo som se de wa ye adwuma se de wo sika se de wo ye oba na nam ho sika kura wo pe no se wo ye oba na wo animu onyam wo nim nyansa wo akọ school na wo pe sika kura no a wa hunya no ya na nkrofo ye nwi wo akire se eye bema bi ana kwa me onim ni sa
yenim
wo oba no wo bo ho modin yenhunu wukunu yenhunu wo ba wo watu ho akyese enye no na si wani so na emmom no wo ko school asua de abeboa o man wo bebia adwuma afa nkrofo yonkunu ma adwuma mu wo pese wo kenyan emma no mo nso edimu nti wo de watu ho akye a wo yesa adwuma no wonye wa ho de kakra watimi asi udan kakra bi watimi atọ ka bi wo kọ na wo ba wo hye wo ntade fefefe wo ho fefefe wonam ho nyina no ya edomo a edi ohun sekuru nkite fa nse watosin kyese woni ba watosin kyese woni kunu watosin kyese bi kura sa ahunya no kura no be ma bi hyekukuam eno ntina wanya nti oba de di susu wa ne aware ne ba ya de ha dwen pa nti mana edu mu ko university ya ma ya do mu ko university no ya timbi no di nti ne ya haya ho epesika hye omudi omukọ na omuwie school no a yenya ma ne nkopa adwuma bi kura nye ye no ano ne ya ha ase edi na nanom ho nkomo na da be na me nanom be ba no ne ade se kwabe ti ade ho onyanko adwuma mu onyanya adwuma kura ntwi pen to paper so hu se ade no okosua no wo hunu yi
so ya ji na
ye na afra ko pe no a na na yi so ba mpa na je se school ni nyina na adwuma ni nyina aye nwonwona ya fi se nhyeso oye wi o hwefie o hwe bema so o hwe akoda so o san ye adwuma na ye troka nwonwona nti e ma ni me hye o mso doso se de o hwe de wi ko ye ya
batie nia menua baby na adwenkyereo or say as for the DNA matter, when the man refuses to go through fertility and it is claimed the woman is the barren one, the woman has a right to confirm her barrenness or otherwise with another man. If not, after she reaches menopause, this same man will bring a child home and say he's going to impregnate another woman. How about that?
Can't write in it. So your lawyer near a lawyer for no right. So I say no dear bano any yan or channel honor. Na if you are seeing an idea to say, Sebi, Bemani a craving or no Japanese or channel home runner, and I don't mean to.
Debbie, Sir Obani himself, it be a Mijina way, Mijaminaso. And I'll say, a basan your man, am I a smarter senior member?
So, Chilbeman on Tem say,
ain't he a be over X number of years? Throughout her ovulation period in Yanano. Why are you say, Charlie, me cream more number? Yeah, member no should be a while, your pride, your arrogance. Yeah, conquer test or say, yeah,
as if you
when him and I say, be a official, maybe a bema, yeah, men call. No, but you okay. And then for 5 feet, I had them. Or quite a crowd, not them.
Or they're feeding.
Or they're feeding.
Nabemana Jet.
Now, Janaberi.
Make I say, what Jatum say or was already.
What Jatum son,
and so already said you.
Because also, I yes, that shit. If you are not me, or boy, will be so the question, baby. No, Abba. Send me Benny. And so by him say, catch one more number.
I've often said here, society are complex. Society is so complex. Obia or namubia.
Yes, a man will be here to save the face of the man, to save their marriage.
As a beman in him who be.
In somebody attitude in the last 2 weeks. Beman in himself more number. But on to minka. Inti na obana kwa hadiaba. Oba ene grind no awoni aje ba na tundi.
Ya tuni din ni atifie.
Atifie din.
Avedi be manya adwuma wa America na yase fa ibra.
Ko e di ni fa oba bra.
If embassy ba na we di ti fa ha na we sene. Semo. Epui. Prof we dey me fa prof ko hu kakra. Edi nhihye. Eni ebetimi aye. Minim say yenyini. Society grows. Yenyini. So kwame, the man who said, yeah, before ye nipa bia, ye very conservative. Yes, ronyini. Bibia na ye pese ye gina, de ye gina no ho na ehwam. Ye beji enyini bia tumu a, gise ato ye atrama no kra ba ye dada. Ne afa no so ne say wo ho dada, kan ye ho dada. Afi say ye gina de ye gina hye ma so say. Ye gina de ye gina empesi e beji atum se etimi base bema bi be kare etimi base oba bi ntimi wo adan ne gina ho a society yin yuntum ni yenye hihye ya ebetimi ne omodi nkomo edi nkita ho no madwene mu nso atowo mu no muso atena mu ni nyina agi atum so asomasi die okwa aware na nso enye ne chefa so na ebetimi ahye obi so amana koye de oyeye ebinum so ye niema ewo sumase enye kro ebi wiekum ebi wiekum obi betimi ni watena kakra saa we nti na hwem anaoni hwe kwame ende o na watwe menu ya wutietie wontie ye no
tema sheda
aha
me pesen komo no ekwane ni
kwame ehu na ekwa be so ne be fa agitu ho se enye oba bia na be ware ekwa be ne be fa so agitu se oba bi ware wi anya o mare nyina ne betimi awo
so tie census here in Ghana ha you say a match and member by 400,000.
That's right.
ah yes
Inti yanfa says some man no say 50% when they below 18 200,000 or what she say omo no mabro so nti omo no ha never help why never worry why na nyom no. So the society is more complex than the way we see it.
Yes. Papa bi o share me fiada no say lawyer what census no I'm say census na yo de all the census ye de we share de je obi a de masa e fa do ho o say eh o say man abroso 400,000 I'm say ti afere no ma wo say baby o ke true enti o say san kwa ekrom ne ko boa wo mo I'm say o tin kra han ahye abusia so say kwa ekrom akoboa o say ne fa kwa me no abusia sa 400,000 no one be boa wo mo ji say yen ya asem o ka che be do society is very complex every be atwam ye bibiri mu ha prof una ya sorry penny ye bibiri mu ha ni e ware dodo e boa wa me enne no wo ho akwanya se opa we ware dodo opa enso a on ware dodo ebinum so ahyase e ka no so ho asem wo do ho akwahya ware mu aye onko a wo ne ankre mo mienu afi de nsemo ba sa ware ni mu a se de wo kan akoye se epie abontia yes since de o man ni hwe ye na aye ni guase maye si akoye wedding na akoda ni mu nti be ma no ani be guase de ene menya na menhye no ani mo
Eni manyam.
sa de na wakoye no entia aware konkron na nkasa na wakogina ni mu
Etia.
na adan na wonyi ntumu se sa na aba na dia sebe kwan bi foforo bi nso wo ho enhye de nyina aware konkron enhye no so na mo betra aware konkron enhye no so so inti ye de niam bi akikire ye ho a ena me pese me kan and I keep saying it our society is more complex than we are making out ye gina fa ko ye gina tete ye gina ne se chinchinia wo so ba di fi bi o ware ye gina no tete no se 200,000 ya abrusu akwa fa se mo ba ye gina ne tete se chinchinia o kwa ware ni mu a wo so wo wa akwa ya asem inti psychology na o ka wo bo psychological title bi wusi bibia ase nadwene mu no wonyem efi se wo hye ne so wa ware
pseudosciences
wo hye ne so mi o si
Pseudosciences.
afiaba enfie mienu ne nanfofo keka ne nuanom ne papanom na busuafo keka ebeduru enfie miensa no wonya pseudosciences ye dia hye ne ma se ade we ya ma ye die afi de na dwuma o ne fie hwe ni bibia na aye basa efse bibia obenanti bia ne yem hyehyɛ ne sɛ ei yaba ye to bɔ me sɛ me ware me wo ye me ware fi ɔkɔ adwuma mu a ɔte enwoma ni mu a ɔntimi nsan ade ba akokora na ade asa efse na ni hwɛ krata no so
Ba na adwene.
Eso na adwene no ɛda ne yem na funu mu ɛbɛba na ofiri hɔ a ɔtika mu a ɔkwa pan obi to adentia efse prɛkopɛ no ɔhwɛ animu de enso na adwene ɛda na fuso
Wafe amefa wentwem na mbisa obibi Opia Mensa ewa JL Properties. Opia say low sperm count is a big issue with men. We prefer to listen to advice from our fellow man than our wives because the full erection means total fertility. Hence the woman is the problem. Meme bi wo ho say esane say wo be man ejina ho din tinum. Na che say ne be bia no bibia wom. Nso ebi abakwa akɔhwɛ no na entesa ofe amimbi so asem na prof kabibi amanyosem Western Regional Minister some kind amanfo twabɔ no nne ye ho sɛ nokore no no wɔka no maybe sa prof bibi about sensationalism and ignorance omo ko bodua omo keka nsɛm omo di atem say kwade say mamanyoku fo bi kura so akabibi NDT for so akabi. Why do we do this to ourselves? Eddie Hassan.
GD lack of trust. Na maybe somo no. Na ejina so a na nche se ye no asem na wo ka no. Ejina so no kura nye nyina na e papa. Amaya ye timu a bites e wo mu kika ko be 200. Aden na bites e dwuma ye popular sa. Aden kwame.
Yes.
Na advertisement bi abetibia ena we de ko mpamu a ne ko mpamu a da bia utwa ho a de obeti anse ko mpamu a enopa awia anwune ono obatika mu ko baabi na ye advertisement ko mpamu a nti there is a certain social fixation ba ne mema no fanyina se mema no so wo se bribia no ugina na so abra ntisa na kwame asɛm no amanyo asɛm no yɛte man bi mu a yɛn yɛte mu no yɛn yi ntum sɛ nhyɛsoɔ biara si yɛ kwan ɛyɛ serious rule of law ɔman yɛ yɛte mu yi kwame yɛn Ghanafoɔ no yɛn yi ntum sɛ bibiara hyɛ yɛ so sɛ mmara sɛ buo sɛ anidie sɛ yɛbɛfɛre yɛ yɔnko daabi na mmom no yɛwɔ anidasoɔ sɛ obi a yɛapagya no sɛ ɔndi yɛnim kan ɔno deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔbu yɛn na yɛhyɛ ne ma na ne titiri wode firi asɔre mpanyimfoɔ de kɔ yɛn hemfoɔ na wɔde akɔpie yɛamanyɔ ɛno nti ɛfɔre kandie nso ɛgyina nsɛm mmerɛ ho wo si yɛnhyehyɛeɛ no firi tete yɛyɛ nnipa bi a yɛn nyinaa yɛde yɛwerɛ hyɛ nnipa baako abusua panyin so yɛtete no nyinaa no panyin bi a ɔda ya no ɛne yɛn nyinaa yɛda abusua panyin ɔhene obiara ni hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔno nko a ɛwɔ adeɛ yɛadeɛ nyinaa hyɛ nnipa baako ma ɔyɛ yɛ kandini nti biribiara akɔdi ne hɔ ɛne yɛde abaa nti ɔno na wobɛyɛ yi a ɛgyina no so wobɛtɔ sin a ɛgyina no so yɛde abaa na yɛwɔ mmaradeɛ nso akɔhyɛ yɛ akandie no nti akandie a yɛayɛ a nhyehyɛeɛ no nyinaa no akɔgyina faako sɛ wodi nkonim a ne nyinaa bɛyɛ wo dea wo a wadi nkuguo no wowɔ dɔm sɛdeɛ nea wonka ho ɔsɛ ase wo a wadi nkuguo no wowɔ dɔm sɛdeɛ nea wonka ho nti wo dɔm no nyinaa no ho anibere ne ahoɔyɛ a nti no wɔn ngye deɛ wadi nkonim no koraa ɛntom wɔn deɛ ane sɛ wɔn mo twɛn ɛhwan na ba fam sɛ bɛyɛ wɔn nso nsa bɛka adeɛ no nti ama yamanyɔ no ɛni deɛ ne ebuo biara ni ebesi na obi wɔ hɔ a wotumi ntena studio ha koraa ɛmmɔ mampanyin din a wɔde ne mmerane sabrane a sɛde yato kokromotie di ahyɛ ne nsa no ɔde bɛka ho a ɔbɛka sɛ his excellency president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɔnkada ɛfiri sɛ ato afom no nti wɔtwɛn atu no nti ɔbɛpɛ sɛ deɛ ato afom no na ɔte fie no mmom no ɔbɛhoahoa no na watwe deɛ ɔte akonnwa nso din awɔ fam nti ɛba saa ɔman no nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛfa yɛ nyinaa yɛ ho a ɛde wɛn yɛ nyinaa no saa dɔm no ɔmo nka tumi ne ho no biribia na ɔmo twe ɔmo anim wɔ fam ɔmo nyɛ apolisifoɔ no ɔmo nhwɛw sogyafoɔ no ɔmo som deɛ ɔte akonnwa no so no ɔmo nsom wo ɔmo nyɛ papa biribia ɔmo yɛ biara no ɔmo de ebua deɛ ɔte akonnwa no so ama na sisiw deɛ ɔte akonnwa no so ne de n'adwene nyinaa so ɔsisiw nti ɔnso ɔnka ho a tumi nsɛnsɛm no yɛbu ne nti no sɛ yɛ papa sɛ nyɛ papa wode wadwene nyinaa ne sɛ saa nipa no wotumi twe no ɛhwan a na wo nsa bɛka nti wahoɔden nyinaa na wode sɛ nipa no saa na yɛamanyɔ sɛm no akɔyɛ
ɔmo ka ho
ɛmu awerɛm ɛkɔ me mete ha na meka ɛmu awerɛm amanyɔ sɛm no yɛyɛ ne ma mu ha no ɛmu awerɛm kyɛ sɛ menka ho seesei ɛna yɛwɛn ɔman no na man no a yɛwɛn no yɛn nyinaa sɛ adeɛ hɔ ne wɔ ayɛ abusua panyin ama mu te sɛ deɛ yɛnim no firi tete no nti abusua panyin na wayɛ president na ɔte hɔ ɔno na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔma meyɛ yie nti da bia mɛkɔ akɔsrɛ no na abusua panyin na ɔyɛ mp na ɔte hɔ no ɔno na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔma meyɛ yie da bia mɛkɔ akɔsrɛ no na abusua panyin na ɔyɛ mce na ɔte hɔ no ɔno na ɛwɔ sɛ ma meyɛ yie da bia mɛkɔ akɔsrɛ no adeɛ wamfa ama me a ɔnyɛ sɛ obɛtumi ayɛ ama me sɛ ɔntimi nyɛ ma me sɛ ɔyɛ ma me a ɛbɛsisi me yɔnko ɛmfa me ho wanya ama me a ɔyɛ nipa bɔne ɛno nti sɛ wɔatumi amfama nkɔ prosi mu ɔyɛ nipa bɔne prosi ne twam a prosifoɔ nyinaa nyɛ asom asise dwudwu ni bi ɛde ɔbaa pimfoɔ akɔ dwudwu pɛn nti ɛneɛ maame a wɔse wɔnyem yi a mimi nim no a mahu so wɔtwam na furu pii wayera deɛ a ɛneɛ na amanyɔfoɔ no nim ho bi deɛ ɔte akonnwa so seesei minista ka ho bi ɛna prosifoɔ no pɛ sɛ ɔm kata so
na minister ka asɛm nyinaa na yɛtwa bɔ no
kyɛ sɛ ɛna social media
ebi super kyerɛ sɛ minister no ɔprepare no ho dodo ɔsɛ nke bi ojama polisifoɔ ɛna ɛbɛkasa it was not in his place but ebi so aka sɛ ɔyɛ head of the security council ɛna baabi a na adeɛ no kɔ no yɛbɔ ane abɔ western region titiri takrade
amamu
ti no na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔbɛka bi
amamu ne nhyehyɛ ye hu ni se formula ni hu formula ni hu wa ankoka bi nso a nka won betu o manu agu no so se wo ye mumu na asem se ikoso no won ka bi no won ka bi chese woni mu bi so
a rock and a hard place.
Yes. Amamu na yebu no. Enye nhihye ye bi eda hoto tin se wo sori anopa obenum koko. Ebo no ndu obepe wa che di aguso. Ebo du mienu a akope abetie bi adi. No nsia wape so bolobi. Ana ne nyina na ade akoda. Eni ho sa. Eye tumi ne de ahye won sa tumi no ye se fa wen ye nyina. Na kwa be na obetu fa so obetu a ode be wen ye nyina. Aya adwen toa ene asoe ahodo a edi tumi ahye won sa na ane omtena eye adwuma. Ti minister na ote sa na oye ye musa se rexec no hwanum ne ko prosifo
Soldier for
intelligence
for
nti ono onim de ekoso no onim de ekoso ye omo so ye omo adwuma omo nya nipa bi omo tan ni abontin sufo di nkita ho yi no de ye twabo ne se wonya ho bibia bia soldier for aprosifo adwuma intelligence for adwuma no omampanyi a wotenkan ne di natam omampanyi penso ne achi obayi watakurade ha omampanyi penso na we asi wa ha omampanyi won so ti ho a wo so mampanyi se bibia bekoso omampanyi pon ne tumi ne kakraba no so mfa hwe e ho ma no e wo so otu anamo na wotu anamo no wia papa ba ye be hoahoa no boni ba ye be toto no sa ne ye hu ni sese de ye hia ase a ye toto no afi de nokure na da adie no si ye sa atwa ye ho ye toto no na ye sa atwa ye ho hoahoa no so se na ye nokure afanyina wanya nkase ni se nti ya manyo sem no kwame ni nyina akosi ho se e kwa ba ne fafa so a ye be yin information na firi mu
eni jam so me ba ma men kan bibi ma prof ayi menia be ma lawyer bi e de assembly atudwa o kai say ye din come about say oba no police for man no psychological treatment ni ade no or say Kwame your suspicion about the end game of child stealing was also my thoughts. Once maybe besides say
yes.
What if there was an end game? Let's say obekwa ba na obebana or yakwala befie. The elaborate staging of a pregnancy to create a certain impression in the eye of the public could not have been done without an end game in view. As to Prof's concern about invocation of the criminal process, I think he should also realize that in spite of the fact that everyone has a right to privacy, a court order will be needed at the end of the day. It is true the police may be doing their bit, but in their hands as a suspect, she has rights, and the police have to respect that. And he goes on and he says, any confession statements they obtain while purporting to give psychological treatment may be subject to challenge as not being voluntary. The law takes a dim view of people who provide aid and assistance to others. For this reason, and the case must be investigated, for these and other reasons, the case must be investigated thoroughly to ascertain the full facts and the possible involvement of third parties. Therefore, the matter must be brought before a court of competent jurisdiction for the appropriate interventions to be ordered under judicial supervision. Inti, and also elho. Na your reporter appear dankwa akopie court ho anope. Appear dankwa mache.
Chairman General, Bejoso.
Boko there.
I don't minimum.
Yes, see anope akopie court ho.
Sana dear.
And then is here.
But as we know, Cassidy, we will talk about the security court. Aha, and Ababa one, the Bonstem agent to her, Ghana, Hana, watching you now. You do not Ababipia and pay, you did not ask them. And pay no near and both for a war Takradi Central Police Station. Prosecuted the one more egg bone do a pay one more. A reference to the Musia, the four more Mr. Patina. I do not etna a shame more every more our Takradi Security Court A. Na bra atimu esha ase no prosecutor wono no ejinamo efe se bibia bekoso de kwadu no ebegu ho eye superintendent Emmanuel Basentele wono ene jina ase no mo kenkan ansema efa ababa wa no nyina ede kire court no na kwadu a oman no ede egu Josephine Triso a nti wodne begina atimu anim no me kan brofuma was a deceit of public officer and have a publication of fake news fear and alarm to the public. That is abaya no waboni trimu pose obedada abayamo empenfo eya politifo no eno so eda nchen a Ghana fo nyina wama ehu abo omanfo se wetwa tro se onyem nanso onyem wose akidnap no nanso kidnap no yan kidnap no edi ehu sa edi abre oman nyina enti wodi bima na se odifo ena abaya ne se kwadu edi egu no nyina no onifo ewo hu na eba ne sa no ene aloya fo kukudama eba koto dem go nyina no obi a obedi nasem enya abaya ne ti eno mo baaye omo ebedi o masem dada nanso omo se emremu no ye bebi pro bono ne tete omo betumi atwitwa ade ade obaya no enti eba sa no aloya fo ekukudam enum lawyer Flip Backman wono enana edawa no a odina mo ekasa etwitwa edeje abaya no sadan so ena afi lawyer kese lawyer 7 Abota lawyer no Nampedu ena afi lawyer Samuel Boys no munyina no ejina mu epachew ekachire court no se wedi o motrepa wo muni aba wo muni no watakani takrade na afi kwadu edi agu no so na abaya na nkese kwa no na watini enya de a wonya no ho atete trauma wakomo ene ade no eya ade a ha ne ye pa ede ne bepie mu e wo pian kwanta ya sabia agzim ne ade nyina no abaya no trauma wakomo ene ono ankese de afọ ne ni ade no wo mu estre court no pa afi wedi asem ena abade na nso mu ntumi mu court na nim pia de bia da wo ne nsem a obeka na ne mum yo mo patre ne se court no enhu mobo na wo mo ngante abaya ne bill se de beya bibia ewo mu bia no ebeba betodwa na obia etumi hu na politifo nso ehwem bia se fata bia no matumi ayi enipa num ni na de o ma no to mu bi efa achew ye pa eno na otimu for Justice Michael Ampedu o kan bibia ebo mu ewiye no wachese abaya no esan kwadu edi abono no eye dismina na eno no court mremu no ye man bila ebetumi ayi ti no wono edisika botne 50,000 Ghana cedis eto abaya ni so enipa mi no emedi ejinamu ema abaya se bibia koto ebehiano anaza political behiano ewo hwem bia mu no abaya no aye trado a obetumi ababe pie mu ewo bomu ena so eno ena ogina so a wo say 50,000 with two sureties intino or two asem no e de akwakosi October bosome no e da etoso edunan ne asanso e de abaya no aba court bi chairman we ene de akoso ene ewo takra de circuit court A
enti apia dan kwache say next court date here October 14 right October let's say 2 week time ene be sanso aba court. Now charges I'll say they are born here: 1, deceit of public officer; 2, publication of false or fake news; and 3, fear and alarm. And 1. And Nina misdemeanor into no Yamanu who bail.
And I can say, okay, and some of you told him now. Some of your money bill of one, you said your court to me a friend misdemeanor, and no original so our money bill 50,000 with 2 sureties.
Na lawyer for kukuda meba hobe patch ono almost your may be pro bono ni say a free of charge.
Sir and a lawyer Flip Backman editor manim say woman kwaje ebusiano cheku eje sempoa enya de so mo kra ne from so mo mra court no ene woman kasa o cases afodo bia o mo bedi nemum o mo ba ye said abaya no sigina ho na o hwe said e otitie ene said e secondary chakra ade hye nyina edi asemi achi abeti na let us say woman say so mo ye human right adwuma no so nti eno ma ne tekune tempo a o mo ejina mo edi asemi ede ma baba wa.
Okay mate me da say eche e be saba apia dankwa mo ne adwuma.
Yeah,
reporter correspondent Apia Dankwa and Amoteninka Watakra no. Of Prof or Chemia Minima Samaka. Mwasuma, baby, I will be doing
in fact, lawyers na idea. Na media, Debia Metaka say, Ayana, yet we are end focus on things so much. And the all energy or by you indicate see about, you know. As I say, nyamba chekakra. Die epia ebi no moye ne moye no. Me kana me repeat bi you say. Yini nyina na yede embra aso twen beto ho. Embra procedure na die e wo say fam. Procedure na die e wo say fam. Na mom no ba me yan adwene say ye ya ne antwena so. Na bribi o ha I was say tiase and you say I'm an bailey a faina misdemeanor. I mean this is direct of idea like directly a less than felony. It might be the bill level offense inti a faina I am say ye 2 and more na maame no yentina say come second study is why here I'm kind of here Emma 122 one of our PhD students and here share pregnancy 38% of them have severe moderate to severe depression I won't say no more because we were come a bit me na be man sonje oba no kwa be kura nyi say na for the next couple of months 9 months ebi o ha be man agye so no apa bi afa na oba no kwa career nti e yam pass nyi say en yare na mum no ehun obre ni amane no e man ye yare ma man be power 16.4% also had anxiety disorders and these are common mental health disorders ma nyinsem no unya you can imagine what you are doing to a cater here woman enti many aji pass lawyers na pro bono service pa say ye mama me no bill na de ankoye bia na ye nhwem men kan say obi nko gina say mbra no e wo say ye hu criminal bia me makwa no that's not the point I'm saying the point I'm making is say sama mi anamotu no yaseme nima bi a enwe mu bi ade ba enti me empere ye ho say ye kopanish na mum ye ma anamotu no enye say there are other issues that we need to understand about
but prof apart from trying to understand issues affecting man no ebi so say antwe na so a chene ebi so be hwe so be
ebi come maka say ye o hwe oman a wo de afo ni to na hade say bribisia we are very quick. It's a certain mindset. It's a national mindset. And me say in prisons, I am. What are we doing to ourselves? Look, I've been reading other modes of reforming people. Come here, various modes. Ye done nipa na come oba from subia so obet me for obet you so there are times when you punish a child, there are times when you don't punish, you want to use other means na me hano over the period of my practice psychology me say our mindset no I have a national mindset
but okay enkwala asem no na say oba asem no professor Jikum openye Jikum to na kana asem bi say oba boneda ayo so nimba tete ama
so come babone asem no but I'm the chance come
opeji kuna haso ba boneda na ayo so ni batiti ama wo de wo tia ye na ja
bi come here sanity o sana me chance
e bia wo ba no yes onye titiabo e bia wo ba no o kasa afuto kakra adane na watene no akola bi so onye titiabo o ye ni dan onam
ba come say sanity e ka say enkorabi ye kano akora bone ana babone no
yeah
and then you me ehun say enya babone say akora no che say wase kora na mu no children can have what we call oppositional disorders or conduct disorders I was say akora no wo dandan no na wonim ehunim die enti no say we didn't know these things
and the prof yeah mama ne papa mo di enhamo
say
because so mo kind say ebro ya buru ni papa
no come ebro ya buru ye no come ebro ya buru ye
e teacher fo
yes ni nyina na kwa yi come nyina na kwa yi
prof do no ko yi do ko yi
come ebi an kwa yi
prof
do say obi machi obi a the person still feels so traumatized by the way ya buru
okay
and
we abuse
yes no come ekwaya ye janum bi buru ye no na yan tete o ebi abuse ebi abuse
they are putting the fear of God
into the fear of God no
African
quickly on the of our business what can we do
before that what can we do prof hold your thoughts there Emma me quickly Minya penny be a friend na no or say or the assembly eto of him not their training but what can we do we'll come to that or say let it be known to the venerable senior counsel on your show and all your listeners that we used to be ideally a polygamous society until we abandoned it for one man one wife when we adopted Christian values to the exclusion of our ancestral culture. Kwame, in a polygamous society per custom the children of your rival by your husband are still your children. All these harmonious cultural values have been replaced by a foreign culture. One man, one wife. it is what it is today. And we'll see another angle of the discussion. But we may look at it. Prof, me were running subject to be. I've been holding on to it for about 4 or 5 years now.
Oh.
The reason why I mean your discussion is a tricky.
Okay.
Or software be. Software, pap, software. What's your book? When or how did polygamy become a sin?
Okay.
A very interesting research material.
Okay.
Maybe one day we'll discuss it. I will need him here. And
we discuss it.
And he goes deep into the Bible, research, history. A sensitive subject, many probably because you're a Christian, you're one man, one wife. Polygamy is not allowed. But maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll see about it.
We have to discuss it.
How did polygamy become a sin?
We'll discuss it.
I didn't be
for example, the second question is it's beyond the fact or is a research but is polygamy the solution to the problem?
Good. That's a beautiful.
Nothing altogether. I mean, say Oba.
One day I'd like to bring him here. Now, we should have the whole discussion on polygamy, African culture, Christianity, modern day of. Let's have open minds. Near friend discussing here. Anyway, Prof, what do we do? Yes.
And I'm happy to say of our elbows and some also. Our politics is becoming adversarial. In fact, it's adversarial. Just say obi adwene ne me enko benkura I be tamfo. Na I will say jai. They say jai ne say when it comes to security, enim MPP and enim NDC and enim CPP, we are all in the same soup. Enti eno eka ho pa ma bibia na obi atwe ne yonkra ko gina mo na ma na mo ye we have to stop it. Yeah, security. Some of those so. But the other thing I was say can was some pass come. Come and say warena awamba. Who come when say about 60% of infertility issues every member. Yes.
60.
Yes. But no. Member antina fence we sa fence beat us of ayakai. Member say sabe say erections kwaku don't you know emu ye na adwuma na je say awo but come yes na hardware ne software no
ojina ho hardware but
software myself
yeah
hardware no de ene de obi ahu say o ampa na mum no software no say ohun mo nso nyina awua obetmanya hardware adwuma but nso no I will say ema eba na emba e de akwahye ma no enti Manchini mono. I think I yatra mo gana kwame adoption. Maybe a dafu for a baba can wasam. And mofra social welfare. Wa pe mame phone janumni or for the momo. Maybe sometimes people get discouraged by the long process and the processes na so femo. Into a can we jai. But ya she been crying over the years. I'm a bit much for 1, Ibiaji 2, and come they are doing so well. And say you beyond a beer or Baka Waria, no Uber to me, Enya Afa adoption. A very, very efficient router, even use in the West. And had ye Obi to Jose Sarah at age 90, and also or train no. Now a beer. Ne elder and suffer I catch on so would a train to be train 40 50 no go train so of obi crash no then you be back and now of course that person or Gio be here no come eboa enti and no say another route na the thing one say your mental health act na aba no come emaye akonya bebre say cases like this ni na ebenya thorough assessment Am I in diversions? Issue biba. Mrano Emma, a quan say baby, I also different. Divert the kids, nan cover ho. Na mental health expert, assess it. No more processes no. Na enya all criminal cases. nkrofo ye nko na ye obi a n'adwene mu da ho fine ebi wo hono a biribi asi wo se ye te ase na me ya me ka se eye bibia na ye se ye paniche ya enso so ade amaforo na ebi wo ho a esese o mani pa no kwan na wo te adna se na no so abaye hwesama ebi no say hey I was for when could you and I for pure policy directions.
Yeah.
And I was saying ni call me out too quickly and I say so we share sister no say ya man bail ya ebebo pa say say ejai social media we na here no na mama no is been traumatized. I can tell you say the akusu say you don't even know say you be see a hand crying in the hands of the police. Nebia ebesi jojo no na afa no oyoba tebia wa femu pa enti ebusiafo mama yema asem ye njokra na beli mu no embo ebia wo se ye de boa no bia no na story no eba out clearly na ye de boa na mama ni bia na ware mu ni man koso ye ya boa na ma dwene mu de me de ye kwa me I don't lean towards the criminal intent.
Okay. Arabi, I'll say, my name is Aigbe Girl Tema. Kwame, some of us women actually love the institution of polygamy. It allows us to rest. I am waiting for your discussion one day. Sembe Debbie.
Yes, sir. Emradi watu efiase nko a na ya asotwe yenji enuntum tiase efso obi wo ho a na die osuro pa ne se na hinta sembe pie ebedadi nti ofram mrakwan so na yenyina yeji emrakwan so ntum se eno na ye wogidi wo mprosifo yesurom ye yom ni hwan wa yesurom ne mum emra ne de efa koto enyina egitum a ebepie adaadi se weiti na weisiye seiti na man de ba se ne hono obi ade bi ehye no mu ehye ne kuma ma ehye ne kukumu a osuro pa se bedadi no ebetimi adaadi wo sa akwa no so na sa ade ne daadi a na kyese nipa no wonya na so twe awie afise de na ne chefa bi a ompese eda abonten aba ama obi ehu se obi be hu no sedi o so obi be hu no twetwe o so obi be hu no den yo na ayam hyehyɛ no no kura ne yɛ asotwe maami wonya na asotwe de na ɔyɛ nti a akopie ne si adade wonya na asotwe nti court na wo fam ɛbɛboa ɛma nema adade yie ɛni sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛ fa adwen bi sɛ yɛde ne kopie court a na kyerɛ sɛ yɛ pɛsɛ de kotu fiase yɛ taa de court ɛfam fiase ho ɛnyɛ obi a okopie court bi a ne kɔda fiase nti ɛno so wɔ sɛ ya me adwen koso na memmo a lawyer for mpanyimfo no abaso pro bono you know na enhye bia wo ho se lawyer bia no bibia bo modern na onso de sebe ye de achewo ya adom bi a wotimi hwe mankrofo nsem ekọ toten no nyeni nyina na abagiska ebi wo ho a ye fa ba for the na eno so ye nhira nti ye wo Ghana Legal Aid Commission omo no de omo ye nyina na ye ade se aban achede a ye no wo mramu Legal Aid Commission aban hyeda etuaka ma lawyer for koye adwuma ye sa o FIDA Federation of Women Lawyers, International Federation of Women Lawyers omo so de omo ya no so omo boa ma omo nyansem a eku tia wo
Peace FM
pro bono no de ehwa na no dan kwaku for do say obi otete no bia no o de hye ni mu oye obi oye pro bono cases papa ni constitutional cases ni bebre o ho na onyiska aboa ama atetemra o Ghana hapa ti ye bo ma baso
Prophet me pon
na me say the only be twa to no say sad story you know very interesting mental health dimensions. As I said, you found a man awo ne ehun sam no e fa no serious. Oba anyemo ana oba ware a the mental health na wo aware enum awo mu nyinsam for yeah as researchers no come you have no idea the interest are eba. Say oba ekwa wari ase a. So obanyam. Na onam nyinsen mu. For the past 2 years me hunu say is an area yenin ko hokrai. A very big area. A man have 400,000 more than us. Do you know what that means? Say that's what it means. So we are going to have so many issues about Emma. And they will say Emma any echo.
Prof, you discuss a polygamy as some crowd.
Obviously,
opinion or did he can buy? Or say adoption as some other prof canon. Or say let prof understand adoption is and was designed for the nucleus family system in the monogamic society. Our own adoption system is naturally embedded in our extended family system. One doesn't have to go through a lengthy, protracted system like in the Western world to have and adopt your cousin's child as your own. Suatra is what is killing us. A Rebbe, a friend Mamea, or saying, I hope your polygamy discussion will be an equal opportunity one, not the one-sided one about only men marrying several women at a time.
Polyandry.
It's polyandry, baby. So we should look at the issue of polyandry as well. Because Minya Kweku Kwashi, aka Kweku Bagels. Most men who are polygamous or claim to support polygamy are actually not polygamous. My correct terminology for this is that these men are actually polyvaginous. They want nipa no pena and emum na think be opese oswano no. Inti the excuse this say me polygamous and so a polyvaginous. Inti sabi opema be your mother. Na nyese polygamy otiasie. So you see, that is another interesting angle to look at it. Are they polygamous because they are polygamous in the real sense of the word? And I say, just the fanciful or permanent or modern, or say or polygamous. Mami Adebayo says some women have several side guys, just like you guys have several side chicks. So maybe they should be welcome to marry several men. Hey.
Polygamy the other back. Come sanity. And you must say, Obina can say, yeah, those days are not polygamous. I will say placed in context.
In context. So we'll look at all those angles. Yes. Kwame, Nanajua says, if a man has the capacity to take care of more than one woman, why force him to marry just one when there's an excess of 400,000?
Kwame, and then one wife, no crime. He's so resize. Police report says so wife killing is on the rise in Ghana. Baku crampo. Now the enemy, you know. That's an enemy.
Obiako Febibi Abrams Minia Fred. Also, Kwame, South Africa already has one of the world's most liberal constitutions, allowing same-sex marriages for all and polygamy for men. Meanwhile, gender activists have been petitioning the government to legalize polyandrous unions, women having more than one husband, in the interest of equality and choice. So if you bring up this discussion, look at the other angles that you are going to look at. Now, also for Namika and Asemnum, your friend Reverend Daniel Eshan. Reverend Daniel Eshan, a Dean, School of Theological Studies, Dominion University. Now, the title of the book is How Did Polygamy Become a Sin? His I'm sure says for academic and research purposes, but beyond that, we may want to look
social growth.
Yeah, social growth. Asabia says interesting dimension. Let me continue listening. Asabia, we are wrapping up. But Prof, Sadan, this how I help you.
I know, because me are strong interest. I know that it is the solution. Manage on the other side. As a psychologist, need me practice. I'm a practitioner. And on the other side of it, I mean, one guy, I know na polygamy. Kwame. Me say one wife. And no kwan ponu nsɛm ɛba ho.
Na two.
Na two.
Na three.
Na obema ɛma no so anya kwan sɛ mo so ombenya akɔware. We don't want to do this to ourselves.
But we're looking at how it became to be described as a sin.
Yes.
And we'd like to very, very, very interesting.
All I'm saying is, it's a theological issue, it's a cultural issue,
it's a cultural issue,
a historical issue, it's a psychological issue. It's a legal issue. I'm telling you,
politicians not for body. It's a political issue. It is not a political issue.
It can be a political issue. It can be a political issue. It can be a political issue, because at the end of the day, the policy has to be passed by the government.
That's right.
And whichever government it is,
whichever decision we arrive at.
Interesting. Because the cultural issue, then we maybe look at things like stool wife.
Yes.
Say obi be dion henia. Ayen shewo amamribim. Say or see a man in kunyayeri.
That's right. No, okay, sorry. I think about
yes, and kunyayeri ne bi pache say a symbolic. Ebi so pache say debi yeah, jeba.
Yeah, jeba.
Inti so you be okwa sorry. How do you marry that?
Sir?
Food for thought. Prof, me that's pay. What for your belated birthday wishes to you? Think one.
Happy birthday.
Yamin kosun to insurance you go abroad.
16 September.
Let me who. If any who after your birthday. Ain't you think one? Think one.
Peace FM.
Well, we've come a long way, haven't we? Long way. Here's my song. As a cultural thing. Amanzibo Kamini. AJ Marching. Bim 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 bim. Yeah. Kajang me. Amanzibo Kai Timbuktu Yemiona.
So Timbuktu. Ghana Mali. Sumanguru, you know what you're showing.
Oh. And this one says, happy birthday to our dear sister, Mrs. Margaret Amma Odua Boating of Kofodia New Jabbing. Happy 80th birthday, Mrs. Margaret Amma Odua Boating, Kofodia New Jabbing. Happy 80th birthday. The Lord bless and keep you. It's from the Penton family to you. Nyamin Shra Bibre. Or said to 2 years, but we. Yes, Antoine. Keja Israel. Abaka ba femini. Abnansa marching. Madame ni. Robert Tete Coleman. Ingbomo. Tete. Baby. Amekemini. The next news broadcast is at 12. Make way for Kofi Kumbilson, who's next on your radio. Thank you for joining us by air, voice, and text as always. May your day be blessed. Remember, as always, to keep your dreams and hopes alive is all you have. My prayer for you is always in the book of Numbers in the Bible. Numbers 6, 24 to 26. And as always, I entreat you, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.
Them say me no fit jump. Them say you no fit jump. Them say we no fit jump.